Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, and the title of today's talk is Dealing with the Metaphysical Claims of Buddhism. But before we get into that, I'll remind you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. And if you want to do a deep dive into Buddhist practice, check out my book, Perfectly Ordinary Buddhist Teachings for Everyday Life. It's available on Amazon, and there's a link to a free sample chapter of the book in the description for this talk. Now, in Buddhism, there are a lot of metaphysical claims, just like there are a lot of metaphysical claims in all religions that can't be verified using our physical senses. We're told about heaven realms and hell realms. We're warned about hungry ghosts with large stomachs and thin necks. We're told that Kannon, the Bodhisattva of compassion, listens to the cries of the world. And as Westerners, this can be a little strange to our ears, and we're not sure what to do with these teachings. But before we get into that, we first need to understand exactly what is a metaphysical claim. Now, to discuss this further, I've found a definition which I think spells it out very clearly, so I'll read that for you. Metaphysics, the branch of philosophy that deals with the first principle of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, substance, cause, identity, time, and space. And then there's a bullet point, abstract theory with no basis in reality. And for the purposes of this talk, we'll focus on that bullet point, that a metaphysical claim is a claim which is an abstract theory that's not based in reality. So my claim, this robe is blue, is a physical claim. My claim that we are reborn in the Pure Land after we die, that's a metaphysical claim. Now, we in the West sometimes think that it'd be better to throw out all the metaphysical claims of Buddhism, and that if we do so, we'll arrive at a sort of pure essence of the teachings that's more acclimated to what the Buddha actually taught. However, this is a mistake. If these claims have survived for 2,600 years, there's probably a good reason for that. And to understand why, we need to look into what would happen if we removed all the metaphysical claims from daily life. That is, claims that are abstract with no grounding in reality. What if we stopped believing in democracy, the stock market, fiat currency? These things are abstract. I can't show you democracy. I can't put it in your hand the way I could give you this robe, and yet the concept of democracy exists, and it's very important to our daily life and to the transfer of power from one political party to the next. So I would suggest that instead of ridding Buddhism of metaphysical claims, we should deal with them in a very specific way. Not worrying so much about whether they're true or false, because they're abstract and it's impossible to prove that. Rather, we should deal with them by asking whether they're useful or not useful. In the same way that democracy and fiat currency are ideas that are useful to our daily life, perhaps concepts like rebirth, heaven realms, bodhisattvas are useful to our Buddhist training, and then by extension also useful to our daily life. So what I do when I come to a metaphysical claim in Buddhism is I ask myself, is my life better or worse if I live as if this claim is true? Is it useful to me? So with the example of Kannon, the Bodhisattva of compassion who lives in a heaven realm and listens to the cry of the world, I've found that living my life as if that claim is true allows me to live with greater compassion. It also gives me a sense of comfort in times when I'm struggling. I found that living my life as if Jizo, the bodhisattva of hell beings, is actually living in a hell realm, providing care and comfort to the hell beings and the demons in that realm, allows me to provide more compassion and comfort to difficult people that I work with in daily life. Whether those claims are true or false, I have no idea, but they're useful to me in my practice and in my daily comings and goings, so I live as if they are. And I would suggest that we as Westerners, when we deal with the metaphysical claims of Buddhism, instead of, again, throwing them out with the bathwater, the baby with the bathwater, we should investigate their usefulness and hold on to the things that are healthy and life-affirming in our daily life. So that's the talk for today. I hope it was helpful. If you'd like to read articles I've written about Buddhist practice, check out my blog, The Same Old Zen. The link for that is in the description for this talk. And if you'd like to keep the conversation going, maybe discussing some metaphysical claims that you enjoy working with in Buddhism, leave a comment in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys, and I promise I'll respond. So, until next time, Amitabha.